For those of you who don't know me, my name is Norma Guzman Brooks. I am the owner and founder of Notary for Me LLC and the Notary Meetup Academy. This is where I will walk you through. Maybe you have a stamp and you have no idea what you can do with it. You have no idea what you can charge and how you can begin to generate some income as a business, right? If you want to make money as a business, you have to operate as a business owner. Let's start out with what is a notary. So a notary is a public servant. Okay, we are appointed by the government. Specifically, you are going through the Secretary of State, and we are impartial witnesses. So what this means is that we are essentially a third party, okay, and we are not taking a side. Okay, one of the things as an impartial witness and our duty as a notary is that we can never refuse on the basis of discrimination. So if someone is needing something notarized, you cannot discriminate, right? And you are essentially personally liable. What do I mean by that? It sounds scary, but you are really here to help to identify the person that is appearing before you. And you are going to be helping to deter fraud, okay? One of the first ways that you are deterring fraud is by identifying the signer, screening them, okay, to see if, and then depending on your state laws, right? So your duty as a notary public is also to review the document that's in front of you, right? They are presenting you with a document, they are attesting to something within that document. And so your duty is not to interpret or to essentially to explain what it means legally, but it's just for you to look at the document that you're notarizing so that you can keep a record of that notarization that's taking place. Okay, the third way that you're doing this and your duty as a notary public is awareness of the documents that the person is signing, right? What is a good example of this? So one of the best examples I can give is an elderly person. So maybe you have an elderly person who you've identified, right? We talked about that. You've screened them, you have come to the conclusion that this person is indeed who they say they are, okay? You're reviewing this document, but now this person you realize is not really aware of what's happening, right? They're not aware of what's going on. And so this is key, right? The notary is the key in deterring fraud or even having this elderly person, for example, sign under duress. Okay, so maybe you have a granddaughter committing fraud and they are forcing their grandmother to sign a document, right? Maybe to sign over power through a power of attorney, to sell their home, to refinance so that they can get the funds for themselves, right? There's many different ways that this can happen. And so this is where your duty as a notary public is crucial, okay? Lastly, what we do is we administer oaths. So sometimes, depending on the type of document, which is what I go in depth in the Notary Basics class, is we administer oaths. And depending on, again, if it's a jurat or an acknowledgement, we would have them raise their right hand, which legally is actually not required in the state of Texas. But this is a way that we verify that they are being honest, they are the person named in the document, they are who they say they are,